Hi guys, so today we'll be solving this problem called min cost climbing stairs. Let's read it. You are given an integer array cost where cost of I is the cost of ith step on a staircase. Once you pay the cost, you can either climb one or two steps. You can either start from the step with index 0 or with step with index 1. Return the minimum cost to reach the top floor. And cost is given and the minimum cost here is 15. Okay, so let's understand it with an example. I'll be just trying to explain you here. So how we can solve this problem is by, first we've been given, let's start with an example. First we've been given a example of 10, 15 and 20. Okay, they are index 0, 1, 2. Okay, now we need to find the minimum cost to reach here. Okay, on 20 we are given an option to either start from here or here. So we can either start from 0th index or one first index. So when we look here, we can see that if we start from 0 index, so we'll come to 0. Now we'll check what is the minimum cost to reach the last floor. If we jump 1, then it would be 10 plus 15, or if we jump 2, then it would be 10 plus 20. So the minimum cost to reach, sorry, so in the first step it would be 10, 15 and 20. If we just take one step, 10, 15 and 20, and if we take only one step uh, and make it to the last index, then we reach 20. Okay, this is for two step and this is for taking one step. Now when we see what is the minimum that we get, here is 30, here is 45. So minimum is exactly this, right? So if we start from the first index and we reach to the last, we would take 30 as the cost. Now let's start from the second index, first index, which is 15. Okay, so now 15 has two choices. Either it can jump to 20 or it can jump out of the array. Okay, so now 15 would be either jumping to 20 to reach the last step, or it can also jump out of the array. Okay, so for out of the array, we can see the cost is totally zero only. So here would be zero. So the minimum cost is coming as 15 plus 20 would give us 35, and here would be 15 if we take two step. So the minimum out of this is 15. Now if we start from first index, we got 30 as an answer, and if we start from uh, the second index, we got 15 as the answer. Now which is the minimum between these two? 15 obviously. So therefore the answer, uh, okay, let me just clear all of this. Okay, so let me just open the question. So the answer for the first one is 15, you can see, right? Now let's do another example, which is this one. So for that, we have 100, one, okay, 100, 1, 1, 100, 1, 100, and 1. Okay, now this is the array that we have. Okay, let's name it 1, uh, index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now if we see, if you want to have the minimum cost, what we can do is that we can start from the first index or the 0th index or the first index. Now we know the minimum cost is 1, so we start from 1. Then we go to 2, because obviously you won't go to 1, right? Because 1 has higher cost. So we go to 1, 2, sorry. Now from here we can either go to 3 or 4. So we plan to go to 4 because we know we know that the cost here is same. So we go to 4. Now from 4 we can either go to 100 or 6 or 1. Okay, so there I just go to 1. Okay, now from here we have two options. We can either go to 7 or 100. So obviously you would take the lowest cost, which is 1. Okay, so you come to 1. Now from 7 also you have two options. You can either go to 100 or 1. So you come to 1. All right, so out of this you went to 0th index, you went to 2nd index, you went to 4th index, you went to 6th index, then you went to 7th, and then you reached the last one. So here we have having the answer as 6. So you can observe here we have two options at every step. We can either go to I plus 1 or I plus 2. Okay, I plus 1 or I plus 2 index, and we have to return the minimum one. Okay, we have two options of going either to I plus 1 or I plus 2 and getting the minimum out of this, plus adding the current index. Okay, this would be our statement for recursion, which is if we go to I plus 1 or if we go to I plus 2, what is the minimum cost that we get? So whatever is the minimum cost that we get, we take that and add it to the current index. Okay, so every index would be taking its decision either to go to I plus 1 or either to go to I plus 2. Okay, so that's what we'll be doing here is simply we'll be checking if you have minimum in cost on I plus 1 or minimum cost on I plus 2. So for that, first of all we'll be doing it by recursion, and recursion would make it more clear, and then we can optimize it by dynamic programming. Okay, so first I'll be calling this function called uh, I'll be returning minimum of this function called min cost, where I'll be passing the cost, and either I can start from 0th index or I can start from first index. So these are the two calls that we need to give in the minimum cost function. So minimum cost is the function which give us the minimum cost that if we start from 0 or if we start from 1. So now writing the minimum cost function idx. Now as we decided, our statement would be that return cost of idx plus minimum cost of cost comma idx plus 1, or minimum cost of cost comma idx plus 2. Okay, whichever is the minimum we'll return that. Now coming to the base conditions, if idx is equal to cost dot size minus 1, so which means it has reached the last index, then we return the cost at the last index. Okay, otherwise if it has reached greater than cost dot size, greater than or equal to cost dot size, which is if it has reached out of the array, at that time we return 0. Okay, so whichever is the minimum, we can get it from these two calls, which is min cost of idx plus 1 or min cost of idx plus 2. Now let's run the code. Yes, we've got the answer, which is 15. That is, if we start from first index, we got the answer as 15. Now this, you know, this solution has been calling a lot of repetitive things. Okay, so for example, we are on any index, then we call that index plus 1 or index plus 2, right? So we are calling a lot of repetitive functions. So for that, to optimize it, we can use dp here. So I'll be initializing a dp int n is equal to cost dot size. I'll just be storing the answers in the DP, okay? So that we don't have to do some steps that are repetitive, okay? So n plus 1 minus 1, okay? Now coming here, we'll be passing DP also here, DP, okay? And here we'll be writing the vector int and DP, which is our index. Now this one more thing that we'll be doing is we'll be checking if idx is already found, we already have the answer of that, then we return that answer. Okay. And yes, here also we'll be putting it in the idx, which will be our dp. Okay, so we'll be putting it in the dp whatever answer that we get on that particular index, and if we already have that answer, so we'll be returning that. Now this will be cutting a lot of cost that is required for doing unnecessary repetitive steps. So yeah, that would work. So let's run the code to see if everything is working fine. Okay, we need to put it here too. Yeah, let's run the code. Yeah, that is accepted. So I hope you guys understood the problem. It's very easy, and do like this channel and subscribe and share, and you know the drill. Yeah, thank you.